All right, so as we step inside the shop, we have the C6 ZR1 in here. She's getting quite a bit of goodies. Let's see what we got. It's kind of all over the place, but one of them is a intake from Extreme CFM, formerly known as Synergy. Got their, I believe, the water outlets on the supercharger. They're like little billet ones because also have the bigger lines. In this box, in here we have I believe it's Nick Williams 103 millimeter throttle body, super clean. Just went for the unpainted version to kind of match the blower a little bit better. And also got the Lingenfelter snout, although it's the unbranded version, the poor people version. Got the top of the blower off right now. And yeah, looks pretty good. Allegedly, relatively spins freely. That's always a good sign. Bar bricks, that's definitely a necessity. And a Grip Tech 245 pulley. And behind the wrench, we have Matt. You might recognize him from the previous video on his truck, but he's working on the C6 at the shop because he knows quite a bit about Chevy stuff. That is not my field. I am a BMW man personally, but obviously, you know, who doesn't love a C6 ZR1? But anyways, I actually have to go out of town tonight, actually. What is it? 6, and I have to leave by 8 and drive to Daytona, so that's fun. Load up the base file and then get into tuning. Right, we have the base file. Let's go ahead and hopefully be able to tune it. Real quick before I do head out is look at the difference between the snouts. That's the OEM, that's the Lingenfelter, and some people even port the Lingenfelter snout, I think, usually when they do the blower. We're not porting the blower, as you can see, all stock. But wow, that is actually a device, big difference. You got the pulley on already, but dang, that's a lot more air. All right, guys, we are back. We're wrapping up a few odds and ends on the C6. Routing some lines, got the intake in, throttle body, the new pulley, new stock pulley that is, the heat exchanger, or I guess heat exchanger expansion tank.
Upgraded turbocharger.
Turbo right there. No, mounted in there. That's where the catch can used to be. So we will have to figure out a way to reroute that. Got the stock throttle body right here. The prone to fail intercooler bricks for the supercharger. Those are out, obviously. But yeah, pretty close to wrapping up, and hopefully that's that. I think also got a 160 thermostat in there. You can't really see it, obviously, it's on the inside. But yeah, carbon intake looks pretty cool. It's nice that it matches the hood. And just like that, she's done. I'm gonna skip over a few details. Let's just say a series of unfortunate events that weren't necessarily anyone's fault, but yeah, she's pretty much all together, intake and everything. We're just topping it off with fluids. It's already got the base map on it, as you saw. I already flashed. Got a brand new OEM badge up front because the original was looking a little tired. She's pretty much ready to go, and probably today I'll start logging it and stuff. Hopefully we'll probably put it on the dyno. Let's see what she do. Get a little intake sound. Couldn't hear anything with the stock intake. I'm on my private testing facility area. We are just getting some drivability data logs in. That's always important on any car. Always just check if everything's running okay. You know, make sure your tuner has looked at just normal driving before you even think about flooring it. I know it's tempting, guys, but it's always worth it to, you know, double check and make sure everything's good. Especially with American cars, they're a little more sensitive to drivability changes, especially after you know, change a lot of stuff to do with the intake and airflow. It's always important to, you know, really go over stuff with your tuner. All right, guys, don't worry, you're not hearing things. This thing is just constantly beeping, so I'll get away from it really quickly. We just pulled up to the local racetrack, topped off with some more E. I actually tested it. It's actually a little bit above 80%, so I mean, that's pretty good for pump E. I'll walk away from that annoying gas pump. But yeah, we are about to basically send the first wide open throttle data log to Joe, who's tuning this car. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. It's a little tricky, but his name's Joe. So basically, we are going to send the first watt log as long as AFRs look good. It's nothing special. It'll probably be a short blip, honestly. I'm not really going to stay in it too long. I'll be eagle watching the AFR gauge in the car. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty good stuff. We're making some good progress in the tune. Probably once everything gets wrapped up and we have the green light to really, you know, row some gears and stuff, that's probably where I'll pick up the video because, well, that's the exciting stuff. So we'll see you then.